is That Talking Podcast. I'm JJ Starr.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
Welcome to Season 2. Season 2. Dos deuces. And
apparently this hair wanted to be in on the shot.
and we're on video.
Finally.
Finalmente. We're finally on video. Hopefully it's not trash.
What's up, baby?
Hi. We've been talking about this for a long time, and now we're finally doing it. And again, hopefully it's not garbage. Yeah, they know, they're already paying attention to us.
There's a QR code on the other side.
You don't need the QR code because you're already tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The meta. That Talking Podcast meta. But how you doing? Yeah.
Where I'm at a loss. Okay, today has been a day. We've had a day.
Yeah. We've had a couple of days.
Today's a day. It's one of those because of work and running around and getting this set up and it's like running around with a chicken with the head cut off.
I think it's kind of funny because this is quite literally
I said running around with a chicken with your head cut off.
Did you?
Running like parallel to a chicken.
Racing a chicken with its head cut off.
Yeah, I'll do it with a chicken patty though.
But we really, I mean, this is on the fly because
it's always on the fly.
We didn't test any of this. So this could turn out like complete trash and we'll have to redo the whole thing tomorrow.
This podcast is like Dr. Katz, but without squiggle vision. They go in with like a line, just a line for like, what the general idea for the episode is going to be, and then they riff on the whole thing. You and I pretty much do the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, but you talking from a technical standpoint, we're really winging it now because we have no idea what we're doing.
But we do know one thing that we're doing.
Actually,
we know three things that we're doing.
Oh shit, the rules.
Yes, they even apply in video.
Because it is, oh my God, because it is season 2, but the rules still apply. And if nothing else, we're going to really drive them home.
Are we?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Maybe we have a bigger viewership at this point. I don't think so, but we can hopeful.
I've certainly got a bigger butt than last season.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, cheers to your big butt. And
everybody I know's got a big butt.
And now,
come on, Simone, let's talk about your big
butt. The rules. All three of them.
Well, you've always done it. This is your thing.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to do the rules. Ready for this?
Ready, Freddie?
No judgment, nothing personal, and don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
Don't do it. You can think about it, but don't do it.
You want to know what's funny? I think about when I first started sort of formulating the idea for doing a podcast together. And excuse me, the original title that I had come up with was Please Don't Interrupt Me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the working title.
That's out the window.
That was out the that really flew out the window.
Not only is that title
quite
out
a long
the window,
time ago,
but you and I have done that to each other so much.
We keep saying that we don't mean to and that we'll try not to. I think it's baloney, though.
It's
because we just do it.
It's because of the fact that when two people are having a conversation and they're really getting into it, they want to be able to say everything they're thinking before they forget it. That's really the main idea behind that.
Yeah,
and because that really is all there is to it. Because
the fact of the matter is that interrupting someone is quite literally just organic. Like, I would love to think that in my guts and in my heart, that I truly have no intention of ever interrupting someone while I'm having a conversation with them. But it happens all the time.
I've certainly never interrupted anybody with malice.
No.
I'd like
You're not like shutting them down or anything.
You mean like how certain people do to me?
They do them to me too. It happens.
I'm just saying, like, I can think right off the top of my head, one of our favorite people who just loves to talk over everyone because he's got to have his words in,
Yeah, but no one here cares about his words
or his face or his Passover.
But I think about like when this, before the podcast, pre-podcast, and it's like it seemed like such a silly idea that like we're a husband and wife and we disagree on shit and now we're gonna talk about it.
You and I disagreed on quite a lot of things before we started doing this.
Yes, and then it turned out that most of our conversations
were about stuff we agree on.
We agree on.
So we had, I mean, I remember where there were episodes where we wanted to introduce disagreements or things we thought we'd get heated on. Like, we really haven't had that many heated discussions while doing this.
We've gotten heated.
Yeah.
We've gotten heated. We've gotten passionate, I think I would call it. I think we've gotten passionate, impassioned. Impassioned, not impassioned.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little uncomfortable with the cameras on because now it feels like it's not as organic as it was when we're just doing audio.
Because you are convincing yourself in your brain that you have to be on because the camera's on. You have the same problem with making sexy time tapes.
That's not true. That's way easier.
It is?
It's way easier.
Well, then pretend that you're naked and just ignore the camera.
I'd love to be naked right now. The world's already seen my naked ass.
Excuse me. I'm actively dying, by the way.
Can I have all your stuff?
No, I'm leaving it to science. No, you and my sister split everything down the middle.
It's okay. I don't want all your stuff. I want some of your stuff, but not all of it.
Okay, well, give her the rest of it. Okay. But yeah,
I kind of like your idea. I think I'm going to carry you around in a little pouch too.
Cool.
Yeah. That whole like putting you in a sack underneath a tree, that's not going to work. Not going to work for me.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
Not going to happen.
Yes.
No.
You can like cut off a piece of me and cremate it.
No,
but...
I'm going to put all your bones like intact in a big like a hobo sack.
I don't want you carrying around my disarticulated skeleton. Not unless the sack has a big $ sign on it.
So somebody can try and like rob me of you?
No, so that they think that you already robbed a bank. That would be great. And you wear a fedora and a trench coat with the collar popped.
You make me sound like something out of a Saturday morning cartoon.
Exactly.
Speaking of Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah?
I got nothing. I don't know. You had an idea in mind for this.
We've really sort of spun out of control, and I think it's just getting our footing. Getting the vibe of
just
season
like
2.
Interruptions, tangents is another natural thing that people do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you'll start with one thing and then you'll get to another, and by the time you get to your like 4th or 5th, you're just like, how many times have you and I been having a conversation and said, how did we start this? There have been and then we've got to backtrack.
There have been many podcast episodes in the past year where we have started with a subject matter, with a topic clearly in mind, and have completely disregarded it by the time we get to the conclusion of the episode.
Now, before we started doing this, did you ever, I can't remember, have you ever had any sort of like foray into podcasting or anything of that sort before this?
No.
Nothing at all?
I did live streaming.
Yeah.
But that's different.
But no, like sitting around talking about things with other people,
no.
Having discussions, having debates, nothing.
Not with a microphone in
telling
front
jokes,
of my face. No.
What did you typically do on live stream?
Whoa. I did sexy stuff.
Like what? We're all adults here.
Like, well, are we? I was a cam girl. I did sexy time live streaming. Yeah, I know, right? For years. Till my back gave out. And so when I was a child, you
did sexy time as a child? Thank God.
Let me talk?
No.
So when I was like in middle school, my friends and I would just have like the camcorder out.
Mm-hmm.
And we would just videotape us being idiots. There is a videotape that exists that, I don't know that it still exists, honestly. And I think I've told you about this, but my best friend in middle school, essentially, we videotaped ourselves. We were at her house. What?
No.
We were at her house, and a moth got into the house.
Euphemism?
No.
Okay.
And we videotaped us being very girly and freaking out about this moth flying around the house and trying desperately to kill it. That's the closest that I came to podcasting before this. Thanks. Well, tell the world about your podcast.
So I didn't even know what a podcast was at the time.
Because what you were doing wasn't one.
It wasn't even, I wouldn't say I don't know. It was, my thought process was this. I had friends that I didn't get to see very often and I wanted to see. And I said, I don't even know what gave me the idea for this, but I'm like, let's set it. I have a laptop with a built-in camera and access to iMovie. Let's set it up. We'll film, just for the sake of being able to look back on this years from now and just laugh at ourselves. Let's film ourselves talking about whatever. Smoking, drinking, telling jokes, doing dumb things. And that's exactly what we did. And at some point, somebody in the group was like, this is a podcast. Or whatever.
It's not. It might have been a vlog.
That got thrown out there too, yeah.
But it wasn't a podcast.
That's nice
then. This is our first together.
Yeah.
Aww.
That might have even been, that the videoing of it might not have even been my idea. I just was trying to think of anything I could to spend time with friends that I didn't get to see. And it just turned into us drinking copious amounts of Jack Daniels and being silly.
Well, there are worse things to drink, I'll tell you that. At least you weren't, drinking Jaeger.
No, that was before that.
Blech.
And once the Jack was finished and, needed to relieve ourselves, there was nowhere for it to go but back in the bottle.
Ew. Boys are gross.
Listen, it wasn't so there was one time that I let my co-host do the filming and the editing with his own stuff.
Yeah.
And he decided to get a real nice close-up of me in the corner taking a leak back into the bottle. And there's no way you don't see the silhouette of my penis.
Well, I enjoy the silhouette of your penis.
Just the silhouette?
Yeah, well, it's like a little tease. So I have this just off a tangent.
That was the last time I let him do this.
Here's a little tangent for you. I have recommended on countless occasions on the road, right? That if you need to pee, just pee into a bottle. Right. There's always a bottle.
Yeah.
Just pee into a
bottle.
Like
that time we were stuck in traffic on the way to Yankee Stadium.
That was not a bottle. that was a cup.
Wait, what?
But
where did that end up getting dumped? That's a story.
I think I just left it on the side of the road or something like that.
I was going to say, if you left it in the car...
No, it was not in the car. Is that
still in the car?
All right, let me get back to my story.
Tangent number 5.
I have always suggested, God, if you have to pee so badly, just pee in a bottle. Especially, if you're a dude, especially, it seems like it would be one of those things that just relatively easy.
No, they tell us to go in the woods.
I have been told repeatedly that it is impossible to do that. That it is impossible for a dude to take a piss into a bottle without, just blowback.
For a dude?
Yeah.
Or a girl?
No, for a dude.
Who's told
have
you
that? Have you ever gotten blowback? Have you ever gotten blowback by pissing into a bottle?
No.
Right? Neither have I.
It depends on the size of the bottle.
But I don't understand. I'm not talking you fill it up and it overflows. I have been told that the sheer pressure of pissing into the neck of a bottle, it will just, and all I'm thinking is how.
This is why you guys need to fucking text us with ideas, because otherwise you're going to get this shit.
I'm just saying, this doesn't seem right at all. I have quite literally, I've squatted over a Snapple bottle.
Who hasn't?
Been perfectly fine.
I've tried to fit my dick inside a Snapple bottle.
But that was on our way to Yankee Stadium, right?
Yeah, and you really had to pee.
Really
and we
had
were
to
sitting
pee.
in
we were stuck
gridlock traffic.
Just
trying to get off the exit.
I said, this is it. And I climbed into the back seat and I squatted over a
Did you get blowback?
Over a McDonald's cup. No, I didn't.
Was it a McDonald's cup?
I think it was.
Or was it a Wendy's?
Well, it was one of those.
It makes a difference. One will give you blowback and one will not.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever been told in my life. And I'm like, that cannot be right.
It was the funniest thing up to that point that I've seen in our marriage. When you just like sitting in the back seat, like, don't look back here.
It's gonna talk about breaking the fourth wall. This is like the curtain, the illusion of sexy just disintegrated.
If my mother were still alive right now, like, because first of all, if she were still alive and she knew about this podcast, she would want to listen or watch. And I'm like, Mom, don't.
Your in-laws do. And this is what I'm saying, is that they're learning all kinds of weird shit about their family right now.
But my in-laws are cool.
Yeah.
I love my in-laws. I fucking love my in-laws.
And I think one of the funniest things, just again to get sort of bring it back and everything, is that because we wanted this to be so like super organic, it has been really difficult for us to actually like be like, I want to talk about this. We started doing that in the beginning.
And then you were like, let's do puff pieces too.
Well, I mean, you don't want everything to be heavy, but like, you know, we would be like, oh, we want to talk about ice cream. We want to talk about movies and stuff like that. And then
pizza places.
It just devolved into
whatever. We're
just talking today, which I think is cool because it is very organic that way. But when we did the teaser over a year ago now, I wrote that shit out.
I know. I was laying in bed next to you while you were writing it, trying not to pay attention.
I'm embarrassed to say it because...
And we had to go over it a few times.
God, and we really did.
You want to listen to it now, don't you?
You want to listen to it?
Oh, boy. Are you pulling it up or am I?
I'll pull it up. All right. Here. Ready? All right. I'm a blast it. Okay. Here we go. Ready? I'm JJ Starr.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
We're creatives, we're married, and we've even been a little bit famous before.
More famous than your dog.
And now we have some exciting new news.
There's a storm coming.
We're starting a podcast.
Oh, golly.
Pause it. Hold on a second. Wait, was my stuff scripted too, or did I just...
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You mean you wrote out for me to say there's a storm coming?
I think I wrote in...
Golly.
I think I wrote in directions for you to respond. The fact that you remember saying more famous than your dog, you literally just mouthed those words and blew my mind. Holy shit.
Didn't we have to do 17 takes?
We had to do a lot of these, yes.
Because the whole...
For it to come out like this.
Here's a story that I'm pretty sure the listeners don't know about.
We sound so bubblegum, it's repulsive. It's a little repulsive.
Kick that to the curb for a second.
Okay.
We bought the stuff to do this with months before we ever started.
Before.
We bought clamps. We bought the iPad. We bought all the hard drive, the sex drive.
Well, that's used. It's
a hard drive.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I remember saying to you more than once, I'm like, you wanted all this stuff to do like more OnlyFans stuff and podcasting and whatever. When are we going to get started? And it took a while, but then finally, it was just like, actually, because I remember buying it in the summer and we started this in like March.
Yes, but in all fairness, we did start talking about it like in December.
So we started. So this basically started. Let's see, it's 2025, so 2024. So in the beginning,
I have the dates right in front of me.
So beginning to middle of 2023, basically.
Yes. Is when we started
talking
because
about it.
I had made the suggestion. I had made the suggestion countless times. I'm like, we should do a podcast together. And I cannot even, there are no words to describe how dismissive you were.
Because
you were just like, whatever.
Because going back to what I originally said, I had no frame of reference when it came to podcasting, what it is, what it entails, what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to cater to, what you're supposed to talk about. I was not a podcast listener at that point.
No.
I don't remember when I started, probably sometime in 2023, but I started with political podcasts. I made my way to gaming podcasts.
You didn't listen to any podcasts before then?
No.
Really?
I mean,
not even on YouTube?
I mean, I wouldn't call that podcasting. Like
But
to
like
me,
this, it's a video of a podcast.
Well, what makes that any different from a talk show?
It doesn't.
All it
That's
is
just
is
it.
what
A
you're-
podcast.
is
A
what
podcast
you're
is
calling
just a
it.
catchphrase for a radio show.
Sure.
That's what this is. It's just a downloadable radio show.
So I didn't watch or listen to podcasts in the traditional sense, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe I did, and I didn't think of podcasting in a serious way. Let's put it that way. Until, yeah.
How do you think about it now?
How do you feel about ninja sex?
What?
You've never had ninja sex?
What the fuck are you talking about?
They come to you while you're sleeping in the middle of the night. Teddy bear and arm.
You're making a joke.
Put it right in your mouth.
You make a little joke.
So have you?
Ugh. I have to hear the rest of this.
We're going to be launching the latest installment in our interweb adventures together.
Adventures.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. And now we're starting a
Interweb
podcast,
adventures.
That Talking Podcast.
Just a guy and his girl and a whole lot of talking.
Yeah, I knew you
That's
wrote
it.
that out.
Every week, talk about things we like, things we dislike, things we disagree with the rest of the world on.
My summer balls.
Among so
And you
many
wonder
other
why
things.
I
It's gonna
didn't
be
take it
awesome.
seriously.
Is it gonna get dirty?
I mean, it's us, so it's pretty plausible.
Nice.
So stay tuned for the upcoming premiere of That Talking Podcast, streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
Campy to the bitter end.
Woo! I
Cringe
get so cringy.
all
it's
the
so
way.
cringy.
And to think at the
Oh,
time we thought it was
God.
so cutting edge.
Oh my God. I mean, like, I think about a lot of the podcasts that I enjoy. It really is just talking. Like, this is not innovative.
Yeah, like-
We're just having a fun.
But see, now everybody's doing it. Everybody who has access to
Excuse me.
a device and microphones and the internet, anybody can do this.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying, like, I didn't have a lot of faith in it until I saw you get motivated. Because to me, it was like we went all this time without actually putting it in motion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if she doesn't really give a fuck, then what's the point in me getting excited about
I
it?
wanted so badly for you to be like on board with it, but it felt so much like I had to twist your arm. That's what was difficult for me, because I was like, well, if I have to twist his arm, obviously he doesn't want. It made me feel self-conscious. It made me feel self-conscious around you, that like you thought that my idea was stupid.
I'll be honest, I did.
Do you still?
No. Because I took to heart what you had originally said, and that was, if for nothing else, it's a way to document our marriage and our life together.
I said that?
You did say that.
I did?
You did.
All right.
Because to me, remember, I'm the guy who, for the entirety of my life, would follow people around with camcorders and cameras, taking pictures and videos, just so I could go back and watch and relive moments that I'd experienced and enjoyed.
Yeah.
Family members, friends always say to me, "Get that fucking thing off my face! Like, why are you filming?" Blah blah. blah. And I'm
Don't
like,
look at me.
so many times I'd be filming John playing the piano or just doing whatever. Like, get that fucking thing off me. And I'm just like, because in the moment, nobody conceptualizes the fact that at some point we're not gonna fucking be here. Guess what? John's not here. I don't have all that many things to watch. My mother's not here. I don't have all that many things. There was one Thanksgiving where I'm walking around with the camcorder, and I had my Mike and I reenact scenes from Bloodsport. Oh God! And at one point, I just went up to Mom, and she's in the laundry room with her rollers on, and I'm like, "Mom, just say you can't do this." And she looked up like do you? And she's just like, "You can't do this." And it was a really, really bad cutting job on my part. Because I went from me and Mike with the coin flipping, to see who's gonna, and it's still upstairs somewhere.
Yeah.
The kumite is for the fighters,
Oh,
not for the people who
man.
read newspapers.
What do you want to talk about this year? What do you want to get into? What do you want for the future of this podcast?
Real quick, that extends to you more than anyone else.
Me?
What,
Bloodsport?
So, remember how when we first got together, I told you how frequently I would go back and rewatch your TikToks?
Yes.
I loved the first. Here's the thing about right up there with
you talk about me putting a lot of work into shit.
Right up there with interrupting people and going off on tangents. Something that everybody has is an affinity for the impressions, the initial impressions they get. You know, because like when you're young, the first movies you see, the first music you hear, you know, places you go when, you know, you can go out on your own and things like that. Everyone's impressionable at the very beginning of anything.
Okay.
So when we first started talking again, and I don't even remember if you sent them to me or we just added each other or became friends on TikTok or whatever it was. I don't know how I
did not know that you were watching my TikToks.
I don't remember if you sent me the link to your TikTok or how I even came across them. But once I saw the first couple of ones that I saw, I loved going back and just rewatching them.
I'm sure that I want to say that I probably like posted them on Instagram.
And that's probably okay.
Yeah, like I probably put them on Instagram, like my stories or something.
Like the one,
because I definitely didn't share my TikTok.
Because the ones that you pinned, so you've got the one talking about the launch of Project Good Girl.
Yeah.
And then the other one about maxing out on the respect.
That was the one that made me famous.
Yeah?
That was the one that made me famous. That got about 200 and some odd thousand views.
200 and some odd thousand.
Yeah. Yeah. That one got me. That was my viral moment.
Then you need to start talking about your tits more.
Because that was in response. That video that I made was in response to comments on a previous TikTok. I had taken a video of me walking Sadie out on the lawn at Vista, and I was dressed in a way that I was wearing these striped knee socks and this t-shirt that were the same color. And I made a comment that I look like I escaped from like a corporate softball game. And I just made a joke, but I wasn't wearing a bra. And as I'm walking, you can basically see my tits moving and stuff. And I got comment after comment about how, well, we're just here for the titties, blah, 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 and everything. So I actually made that TikTok in response to the comments on that first TikTok. And that was my moment.
Have you gotten considerably less comments since we've been together?
I have created less content since we've been together.
Do you think that if you were creating the same amount of content, you'd be getting the same amount of comments? What the fuck was that?
I'm going to say...
You can tell your shot to get the fuck out and you can just float on that and whee!
I'm gonna say maybe. I remember when I first heard about TikTok and I was just like, I want nothing to do with this. I'm like, I want nothing to do. Because at that point it was just, 20 somethings dancing.
Right.
And I'm like, who gives a shit?
The only thing I remember from the TikTok back then was everybody using Dua Lipa for like the dick size video.
Yeah. And I couldn't give
it was funny.
I didn't think it was funny.
But anyway,
I thought it was so fucking boring.
After like 57 times, yes.
But like, so I don't know. I mean, maybe because I started, just sort of documenting my daily, because at that point I had like just started considering pain management. So I was really documenting all of the shit that I was going through on a regular basis.
Oh, I remember those videos.
Yeah. So, a lot of time on the floor, a lot of time, just sort of like, and because I figured, I'm like, well.
That's why you didn't have a bed frame.
I didn't have a bed frame because I didn't want one. I still don't, to be perfectly honest.
Well, not everybody is as close to the ground as you are.
Yes. And because I'm close to the ground, I prefer to be as close to it as possible.
See, if we didn't have a bed frame, I would go to sit down on the bed and I would fall.
Yeah, but you don't have to
the mattress.
Yeah,
anyway, getting back to what I was originally saying.
What were you originally saying?
I'm
sorry, what was your point?
Those first TikToks made such an impression on me that I would periodically go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
Because that was my introduction to this version of JJ Star.
Yeah.
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 And
the authentic version,
when
to be perfectly honest.
we weren't or couldn't so readily be around each other, I'm like, well, I want to go back and rewatch these. Or the videos that you would send me. I'm like, I miss you. Can't wait to see you tonight. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I would make you like the same videos that I would usually put on TikTok, but I made them just for you.
And I still have all of them.
Aww. Yeah, I remember sending you videos on updating you on my progress of moving. Just constantly.
Of moving your home or your body being able to move again?
I think both. A little of both.
It's like my neck can tilt like a quarter.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, speaking of which, I've been testing my neck lately.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, for those playing along at home, I have recently.
Where's my bingo card?
I've recently. Today's Sunday, so Thursday. Today's not Sunday. Today's Monday.
It's Tuesday, you retard.
Today is Monday, and on Thursday, I received an epidural injection.
Actually, we're both wrong because when they're listening to this, it'll be Tuesday.
Oh, we're recording on Monday. Excuse me. Also, again, I'm actively dying. The rot from the inside out. So I got an epidural injection, and I've sort of been like testing the waters to see like if my mobility is less painful. And I can do this. Am I raising my shoulder?
Yes.
Oh.
You are. Now you're not. Now you're not.
Oh, all right.
Now
so maybe
make it like you have no neck.
No, that's the bad thing. That's the bad thing I can't do. I have to stay like a swan.
Remember?
Very statuesque and long necked.
Remember when they told you to stop looking up and you were just telling me that like I have to get further down so you don't have to tilt your neck up?
This is the problem with my life. And actually the reason why I've been a little depressed the last couple of days is because
it's the first I'm hearing of this.
Well, you've seen it. I think maybe you haven't necessarily like, understood it maybe because I don't want to talk about it very much, but the fact of the matter is that because I'm so short, the idea that I'm not going to spend my entire life looking up at things, and the idea that that's not what is causing all of this shit in my neck, like my vertebrae are disintegrating.
Makes me wonder how the hell you ever got by dating guys taller than me.
I've dated tall guys.
Like I am going to I have made the effort to live in a perpetual square horse dance just for you.
I appreciate you. I do. That's why I go to the stairs.
Repulse the monkey.
And I go a couple of stairs up because that way, we're level.
Heart the wild horse.
I don't have enough 7-inch shoes to really make a go of it.
Man, would I love to see you in some 7-inch shoes.
I have a couple of pairs of 7-inch shoes.
Can we get you some 12-inch shoes?
I don't think so. Because then I'd break my ankle and you'd have to put me down like a horse.
All right, we've gone off on a real
We have. What were we talking about?
We're talking about Impressionism, and we were talking about the original teaser.
I was asking you what you want for the future of this podcast. This podcast year. The year 2025. The year of our Lord 2025. This talking podcast.
Do you want to know what I want?
What do you want?
What I really want?
What do you want?
For this podcast.
For this podcast.
Right here.
Specifically.
For the coming year of 2025.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, closer. Closer.
That's as close as I get. You want a hamburger? Hamburger?
You
want a hamburger, Wimpy?
There are.
Are you making hamburgers?
When they listen to this, it'll be Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And
there
are currently
you will pay Tuesday for a hamburger today.
A number of hamburgers in our freezer and 2 pounds of bacon our beef burgers.
We have cheese
and bacon.
Yeah. And we have tortillas, so we can make cheeseburger wraps.
And rolls.
Shit.
We're just letting them in on our dinner plans.
Yeah. On the other side of this wall is dinner. I don't. But what do you want for the podcast?
I want for this?
What do you want for the podcast? You have said you keep talking about Indonesia.
I talked about Indonesia once last episode.
You've also talked about it off air because I told you we got South Korea, and you said, "Is it Indonesia though?"
You are just making shit up at this.
I'm not making anything.
I talked about
that.
I brought that up on last episode.
Okay.
And
time is a blur
then after
to
we
me.
finished recording and we were in bed, and I'm just like, and you told me
waggle that finger at me.
I'm Italian. We talk with our hands. You told me that we got a new country, and I said, "Is it in Indonesia?"
And I said, "No, it's South Korea."
And then I said, "Why doesn't Kim Jong-un want us?" And then you said,
"You don't know that he doesn't.
He probably doesn't allow us over there.
We wouldn't be allowed over there."
What makes you think? What do you know about Ray Finkel? Do you think Kim Jong-un knows about Ray Finkel? Do you?
Oh man. This is.
What do you want for this year? I didn't actually answer, but you know.
No, you didn't. I
want to get to Kim Jong-un.
I want my time management to feel less stressful. Which I think adding video to this year is probably a real stupid thing to do if I want time management to get easier.
When we got done with work, this was our list of things that needed to get done.
The next 24 hours is a nightmare.
Pack the guitar.
Yeah.
Get the orders out.
Yeah.
Get the food shopping done.
Take a photo while I'm at it.
Take photos.
Yep.
Go to the UPS store. Make dinner. Go to the gym. And the order in which that occurs was up for grabs.
Yeah. And you didn't even mention recording the podcast.
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
I did. Yeah, you're really you need rest.
I do.
You and the
again
boy
rotting from the inside out.
See, for once, I'm the one who's not.
But
dying.
in addition to wanting to do nothing,
Indonesia.
In addition to
Bulgaria,
wanting to actually enjoy, because there's still the editing for the podcast that's coming out tomorrow. There is still doing things for the dog and cleaning up and everything like that. And then tomorrow I have to take her to the vet. I have to get my emissions done. I have to pay my registration. I have two doctor's appointments technically tomorrow. One right after the other because I got my Uhu scan and then the follow-up to that. And I'm really supposed to stop by the fucking tattoo shop to talk about my fingies.
And you know what I love about days like that? it almost guarantees for certain that there will be no time whatsoever to not do anything.
Do you have practice tomorrow?
No.
Oh!
But here's the thing about that. Now, I love my days off. I love my days where I have nothing planned, nowhere to go. Like every once in a while when I have a day to myself.
Yeah.
It's great. But I also love the days where there's 1,000,001 things that I have to cram into my day off and find ways to get them all done in that day.
Yeah.
So that way, my free time comes every other day of the week when I get home from work and it's like, okay, I don't have 1,000,000 things to do. They're out of the way. This time is for me and us.
Yeah.
So I love those chaotic days. Probably just as much, if not more, than the days where there's absolutely... Because again, when there's nothing planned, it's just like, well, now what the fuck do I do?
The amount of chaos that I can handle these days is minimal to moderate at best. Like, if I had the doctor's appointments in the afternoon and I was going to go to the tattoo shop afterwards, let's say, easy peasy. But you throw that I have to also go to the vet in the morning. So it's like, okay, so now there's that. Then I have to do my emissions between those two things. So it's like, okay. And the idea of getting anything else done is like, and of course my brain also, because I'm in love with you, says, I want to get all of this done before you get home from work so that I'm home and ready to receive your presence, right? And spend time with you without having to do all of that other bullshit. I'm not putting that on. You're being dirty. You're being a dirty bird right now. You're a dirty bird.
Well, I mean, at least as far as today goes, we were talking like we had to put this on pause because we had to get to UPS by 7 o'clock. Okay, the gym is open till 11, but you only want to go up to a certain point. Okay, we also talked about going out for a ride.
I don't want to go to the gym right before Betty bye.
That's the best time to go.
No.
Yes.
No, everybody thinks, apparently I am like the odd man out, that people seem to think like, oh, well, I work out and then I'm exhausted and then I go right to bed. And I'm just like, not me.
Well,
not me. You get my blood moving and now I'm awake.
You have now found your own anomaly. My anomaly is being able to eat right before bed and sleep like a baby. Yours is you can't work out unless it's hours before bed.
Yeah. The hours before bedtime are for the winding down, not the winding up.
But see, you don't ever seem to have trouble falling asleep.
It's the drugs.
Damn drugs.
That's my secret, is the drugs.
Yeah, well, stop talking
the drogos.
before the Buzzsprout cuts you off. Oh, God,
seriously.
Yeah.
They're all prescription. They're all valid, and I hear our executive producer rattling around upstairs.
If you keep talking about your drugs, we're not going to have any place to stream.
Yeah.
You're already suspended from Instagram. Buzzsprout's going to kick us out.
It's just the
Rumble
live.
Won't even let us stream.
It's just the live streaming. I can't live stream on Instagram for a year. For a year.
Getting back to your original question.
My original question. Yeah. Have we answered it yet?
I thought of a substantial, a satisfactory answer, if you will.
Gimme.
I don't have my plans for 2025 yet because I just completed my 2024 plans. So this time next year, I will most likely have my 2025 goals accomplished. My 2020, did I say 24 or 25? In 2026, my 25 goals will be accomplished because I took until now to get the 24 goals accomplished. We got our members only merch, our members only apparel.
Yeah.
And back scratchers are on the way.
Back scratchers are on the way. They are.
I have been talking about back scratchers.
We should find out when.
What?
When was the introduction of the back scratcher?
Just go,
just
go on and type in back scratcher.
Because I'm gonna go through like the transcripts and just be like, I'm gonna find it.
No, just type it in. It'll bring up the episodes where it gets mentioned. Technology is wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, then you know something I don't. That's for sure. Okay, well, you can teach me how to do that later.
We'll do that off. Yeah, I'll teach you a few things off camera.
Oh man.
Learn how to train your wife.
Hey, train her to do what?
Oh, that we can't talk. That's dirty.
That's dirty.
That's
bird
beyond
stuff.
TVMA.
Okay, we're gonna call it.
But like I was saying, I said all these things throughout 2024, and just like everything else, it's just a matter of get your ass in gear and do it. Set the wheels in motion. Make it happen. If you really want it bad enough, you'll fucking do it. We talked about going to the gym for the longest time, and now we're going to the gym.
Yes. Not as often as we should, but yes.
I wanted back scratchers. Now they're coming. I wanted us to have our own That Talking Podcast shirts.
Yeah, you want it to be a walking ad.
Because why the fuck not?
Yeah, Andy the ad.
You had hoped that I would take this seriously and would not be dismissive of it. This is me taking it seriously because now I want everybody who sees my back to scan the QR code, go to the web.
Be taking pictures of your butt.
I have no control over that. just like I have no control over the amount of guys that check out your tits on OnlyFans and leave lewd comments.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's my wife. But I love my wife. And I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast, but you are the only person that I have ever been with that I have never worried about.
You don't got to worry about me, baby.
I'm
as faithful as an old dog.
Been not even that. Like it at no point has ever bothered me that other people find you attractive or may want your shit.
Come and get it. Spend money.
'Cause you mine.
Yeah, you put a ring on it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And so did I.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I, for one, for two, because I think you're in there too. For three, the baby. And 2025 is going to be a good year. This season of That Talking Podcast is going to be good. We're going to do all kinds of stuff because we're going to pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
We've got video. We have merch. And we're going to get more.
We got to find a place to advertise.
We will.
A place where people can actually buy stuff.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But yeah, no, it's gonna be cool, and I think it's gonna. I think we're in for a lot of really cool shit this year.
I should probably, at least in the beginning, maybe I should just advertise them on the eBay store, on my eBay store.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Maybe. See, because the thing is, like, friends of ours that have podcasts, they have whole lines of merch. They have multiple shirts, hats, stickers, mugs, like
yeah, and if we ever make money off of this, we'll do that too. But that's where you come in. Yeah, we can't do that until we're making money, and right now we're not making any money. Well, right now we're making small money, and when we make big money, then we can do bigger things with the money.
And what are you gonna do with the money? Where's the money? Gotta win the money. Listen. We have one goal in mind, and we've been saying this for the last like 20, 30 episodes. Yeah. We want people to send us money, which they're never going to do.
You never know.
Nobody's going to send us money.
You don't know that.
Anyway.
Prove it wrong!
But we want to be able to quit our jobs and do this full time.
We do.
I don't know how the fuck any podcaster sustains just on the podcast.
It takes a lot of go.
So if I got to show off my butt a little bit more to... get them quarters.
Yeah, you picking up them quarters with your butt, all right.
Picking up revving the chainsaw.
All right. I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
This has been
a silly
This has been a silly one. But now, welcome newcomers, welcome new listeners.
Welcome old comers.
Welcome old comers. This has been That Talking Podcast, and it still is. And thank you out there in podcast land for listening to us. Please go to our website, thattalkingpodcast.buzzsprout.com. You can find us. You can find us there. You can also through Apple Podcasts. You can send us a text. You can, but I don't think you can send us a text through Spotify. You can through Apple Podcasts. Whoops. But yeah, and hopefully we will have the merch ready and accessible for you soon. At least the back scratchers. We'll see about getting some other stuff.
I could use one right now
in the coming months. But find us on social media: DT Andy and JJ Star with 2 R's. I said it right that time, right?
DT Andy and JJ Star with 2 R's.
And you can find us on TikTok, downtown_Andy, and It's JJ Star. OnlyFans, you can find It's JJ Star. Tax Collectors and Harlots, and Love Hard Art and Coat of Arms Tattoo. And you want to plug some shit?
April 26th.
Yeah.
Dead Language Brewing, Hartford, Connecticut.
When this episode comes out, that will be that Saturday.
That Saturday.
Yep. So this Saturday.
Saturday. I will be there all day.
All day?
Part of my second 3-day weekend in a row.
Yeah.
And come have a drink and,
Will the back scratchers be here by then?
They might.
Okay.
I hope so. We're gonna have Tax Collectors and Harlots back scratchers. We're gonna have That Talking Podcast back. We might even have some Downtown Andy and JJ Star back scratchers. Who knows?
Oh boy.
Got to pick out, what. Actually, you know what? There's an idea.
Excuse me. Ugh.
We have some ideas in mind for the stickers. Not just stickers, but the designs that we want to put on not just the back scratchers, but merch. Okay, you have a new logo in the works.
No, by the time this episode comes out, it's there.
It's there. Okay.
It's there. You can see it right now.
So we have our original logo. Yeah. We have our new logo.
Where
am I going to let them decide? Let them text us and say, which one do you like better?
For what?
For the back scratchers.
No, I already know what I'm doing for the back scratchers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You demanded that these be a thing, and I made the condition that I get to design the sticker for them.
We'll see about that. Anyway, from the three of us here at That Talking Podcast,
I'm JJ Star.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
And we'll talk to you later.